The 15th meeting of the Conference of the Parties to the Convention on Biological Diversity is to be held in two parts this year and next year in Kunming, the beautiful city in southwest China's Yunnan province. Ahead of this key meeting on biodiversity and the ecosystems, we are so glad to be joined by Ms. Elizabeth Mrema, who is currently the Executive Secretary of the Convention on Biological Diversity. So, welcome, Elizabeth.
My pleasure. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Well, let's first talk about the pandemic. What is the importance of holding such a conference amid the pandemic?
Biodiversity loss does not wait. Climate change does not wait. Land degradation does not wait. And thanks to our host, the government of China, for the decision it took to host now the first part of the COP hybrid, and then the second part, fingers crossed, the world will have gone back to normal. Again, fingers crossed, we will have an full in-person later next year.
We know that as you have done in a lot of video statements or interviews, you said that biodiversity is critical, to the life, to the people, to our prosperity in the future. But what are now some of the pressing challenges globally in terms of biodiversity?
COVID-19 pandemic is a major one. It affects our health, and if our health is affected, it means biodiversity is affected. The Intergovernmental Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services report, which was launched May 2019, clearly also identified 5 primary direct drivers of biodiversity loss. And these are changes in land and sea use, direct exploitation of organisms or natural resources, overexploitation actually, climate change, pollution, and invasive alien species. And the food production is one of the biggest threats that humans pose to biodiversity. Overfishing, pollution, coastal development, climate change, all these are causing growing spectrum of adverse effects across the marine ecosystem. The World Economic Forum has told us 50%, literally half of the global GDP, moderately or highly is dependent on nature. $44 trillion specifically.
Thank you, Elizabeth, so much. I cannot thank you more for taking the time doing this interview with us, and I wish you have a very, very good time in Yunnan.
Thank you very much. I appreciate for this interview. I know it will help to also inform your audience what is ahead of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Bye-bye.
Bye.